how to use your time in the most effective way possible. In today's busy world, we often face long to-do lists. At work, we might aim to finish a task quickly, only to get new ones. Similarly, companies deal with complexity, managing many products for various markets. To thrive in this chaos, it's crucial to focus on what truly matters. The 80-20 principle is key. It highlights the imbalance between effort and reward, helping you use your time efficiently. This principle isn't just for individuals. Companies succeed not by doing more, but by doing less. You can even apply the 80-20 principle in your personal life for better relationships and satisfaction. Adopt the right mindset, and these tips will guide you. Lesson number 1. Usually, the largest share of the results, output, is produced by just a small part of the work, input. Have you ever noticed that you tend to do most of your work right before a deadline? Similar patterns exist in different areas. Businesses often find that 20% of their products bring in 80% of profits. In accidents, 20% of drivers cause 80% of them. This is the 80-20 principle. Roughly 80% of results come from 20% of efforts. Not every cause has the same impact, leading to this imbalance. The ratio varies in reality, like 70-30. It's a useful concept, even if the numbers aren't always exactly 80-20. For instance, a study found that just 1.3% of movies generated 80% of ticket sales in 1997. The 80-20 principle shows up in many areas, and understanding it is valuable. Lesson number 2. Thinking with the 80-20 principle doesn't come naturally to people because we expect balance and fairness. People often expect the world to be balanced, but in reality, imbalance is more natural. In linguistics, a small set of common words makes up the majority of everyday conversation. These imbalances are part of nature, but many find them unfair, such as the unequal distribution of income. People assume a 1-to-1 ratio between work and reward, but the 80-20 principle shows that not all work yields the same reward. Lesson number 3. The 80-20 principle can help you improve your work process to get better results. You might be wondering how the 80-20 principle applies to your daily life. Let's focus on your professional life first, where your current work approach is likely not very efficient. Consider this. If you achieve 80% of your results with just 20% of your effort, it means that 80% of your work is inefficient. Imagine cutting out this wasted time and replacing it with the efficient 20%, multiplying your results. For instance, if you could maintain the last-minute efficiency you have during project deadlines throughout the entire project, it would significantly boost your productivity. Applying the 80-20 principle involves redirecting efforts away from tasks with minimal impact. Analyze your work processes to identify inefficiencies. Perhaps in the early stages of a project, you spend too much time overthinking potential mistakes. Once recognized, consciously avoiding such rumination can greatly enhance your efficiency. Lesson number 4. To increase profits in business, use the 80-20 principle. Now that you know how to apply the 80-20 principle to boost your productivity, let's explore how it can be used in a business setting. One crucial application is optimizing your product range. Start by analyzing which product groups generate the most profits. By ranking products based on profit and sales, you'll likely find that the top 20% of products contribute to 80% of the profits. For instance, a study on an electronics company revealed that the top 3 products, accounting for 19.9% of sales, generated 52.6% of profits. Once you identify this 80-20 split, the next step is to focus on maximizing the potential of the profitable 20%. Allocate resources to prioritize and sell more of these top-performing products. For example, in an electronics company, instruct salespeople to double the sales of the top 3 products, disregarding everything else. This targeted approach helps amplify success in the most profitable areas. Lesson number 5. Simplify and reduce complexity in your business to succeed. While many believe that big companies with a wide product range are advantageous, internal complexity comes with significant hidden costs. Managing a broad portfolio requires complex logistics, extensive sales training, and increased administrative work, potentially outweighing the profits from additional products. Contrarily, simplifying your business by narrowing down and focusing on a few key products can reduce costs. This approach allows everyone in the company to concentrate on a smaller set of products, leading to a deeper understanding. This simplification streamlines administrative tasks and provides economies of scale in production and logistics. The benefits of simplification are evident in a study of 39 medium-sized companies, where the least complex ones proved to be the most successful. They sold a narrower product range to fewer customers and had fewer suppliers, resulting in higher profits. In essence, simplifying your business can cut costs and boost profitability. Lesson number 6. You can apply the 80-20 principle to any aspect of your business, from negotiating to targeting marketing efforts. Now that you know how the 80-20 principle can help narrow your product range, it's worth noting its versatility in various business areas for increased success. In negotiations, where numerous points are often discussed, an 80-20 analysis can reveal that only a few truly matter. Focus on winning these key points rather than trying to secure every detail. Apply the principle to your marketing efforts by concentrating on the 20% of customers generating 80% of your business. Identify and retain these customers with exceptional service and target them for new products or services to expand your market share. Take the example of Nicholas Barson, a top real estate broker who earns over $1 million annually. His focus on keeping his best clients happy, a clear 80-20 strategy, contributes significantly to his success. The 80-20 principle proves to be universally applicable in various aspects of business. Lesson number 7. Apply the 80-20 principle to your daily life by changing the way you think. In daily life, applying the 80-20 principle requires a shift in thinking, known as 80-20 thinking, since performing a detailed analysis may be challenging. Traditional thinking treats all causes and inputs as equally important. For instance, we're taught that all friends are equally valuable. 80-20 thinking, however, acknowledges that not every relationship holds the same significance. About 20% of your friendships likely contribute to 80% of the value, such as joy and camaraderie. Unlike an 80-20 analysis that requires data collection, 80-20 thinking involves estimating the most important 20%. For example, you might ask yourself, who are the most important people in my life? How much quality time do I spend with them each week? This helps identify the most significant relationships. In applying 80-20 thinking, the focus is on quality over quantity. The recommendation is to deepen the most valuable 20% of relationships, emphasizing meaningful connections rather than sheer numbers. This type of thinking can be applied to various areas of life without the need for extensive data analysis. Lesson number 8. Spend your time on the most important tasks instead of focusing on time management. You're likely familiar with time management, a concept widely promoted in self-help books. It aims to enhance productivity by fitting more tasks into a given time frame, increasing efficiency by 15 to 25%. However, there's an even more effective approach, 80-20 80-20 time management, also known as time revolution. Traditional time management involves categorizing tasks by priority, often leading to overloading schedules and longer working hours. In contrast, 80-20 time management begins by identifying the crucial 20% of tasks that yield 80% of the results. For instance, at a consulting firm, notice that their success surpassed others without extra effort. While typical consultants address a broad range of client issues, resulting in superficial work, this consulting firm focused on the vital 20% of client concerns. They use the saved time to assist clients in implementing recommendations, outperforming other firms and boosting clients' profits. This time revolution allows you to free up time without compromising the impact of your work. Prioritizing the most significant tasks leads to increased effectiveness and better outcomes. Lesson number 9. Achieve an overall better quality of life through broad use of the 80-20 principle. People often assess their quality of life based on overall happiness, yet many fail to take active steps to make themselves happier. Surprisingly, a significant amount of time is spent on activities that cause unhappiness, like enduring miserable jobs or mindless routines. To remedy this, identify the distribution of happiness and unhappiness in your life, pinpointing their causes. Ask yourself, what 20% of your life contributes to 80% of your happiness, and vice versa? Once you recognize the 80% causing minimal happiness, take action to decrease the time spent on these activities. For instance, if your job is a major source of unhappiness, explore ways to change it. Consider other jobs, redefine your current role, or reduce working hours. Avoid resigning yourself to perpetual unhappiness at work. By cutting down on activities that make you unhappy, you'll free up time and energy for things that bring joy. Spending less time on work, for example, allows for more quality time with family and friends. Identify the 20% of activities producing 80% of your happiness and find ways to engage in them more often. Taking these steps can lead to a happier and more fulfilling life. So, in summary, you've captured the essence of the 80-20 principle well. In various areas of life, the principle suggests that 20% of your input or effort often leads to 80% of your output or reward. By recognizing this imbalance, you can refocus your efforts on the most impactful 20%, resulting in a significant increase in efficiency. This versatile concept applies to diverse aspects of life, including business, relationships, and overall quality of life. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Watch more videos by clicking on this video right over here.